What's going on, everybody? This is Alpha here. I just wanted to take a moment here to talk about the Moto Z Play. I've actually been using this phone here for the last 2 weeks here, and I must say it's a solid performer. It has really exceeded my expectations by far. I expected the Snapdragon 625 to kind of hiccup or lag or stutter, and I haven't honestly seen any of that. Let's go ahead and get into this. This has really been a pleasure to use. So the Moto Z Play, Snapdragon 625, it's got a 16 megapixel rear camera. It's got a 5 megapixel front facing camera. It's got a, this build is awesome. I'm lost for words here just because the frame is actually pretty solid. I like the frame. It's a lot less heavy than what I thought it would be. It has a little bit of weight to it, but it's, for the most part, this is solidly built. This was a very good engineering design on Motorola's part, Lenovo, Motorola, and I'm honestly I just wanted to take time to say I was really impressed with this phone. So let's start off with the design here. The design, once again, you've got let me make sure I'm in focus. You've got the volume rocker buttons here on the right hand side. You've got the power button, textured power button. I always love those textured power buttons. Then also you've got a glass on the back. I'm not a glass person. If surprisingly Motorola did not put built-in wireless charging since they have glass, but they do offer the battery pack. This one is not the battery pack that I have here. This is a battery mod, but they have a battery mod that is wireless, Qi wireless charging capable. This one is not, unfortunately, but this is by the way, they have a deal where if you buy the Moto Z Play or the Moto, I believe any Moto Z for the most part, they will throw in this battery pack, this battery mod. And so basically they're throwing that in free. So that's a deal you may want to jump on. That's the one I got. For the most part, it's been a pleasure to use this. That's pretty much the design. I prefer to. I do have the nylon back mod. They call these the style mods. I prefer to use the nylon back for the texture. I like the feel of it. But however, also, let me take this one off. I also prefer to use the wooden one. The wooden one comes with it. It just seems to sit more flush than the nylon. It seems to be taper off on the edges a little bit more. I don't know. It just feels good. I mean, both of these style mods feel pretty good, but I tend to like this one the way it feels in the handle just a tad bit more. Let's talk about this screen. This 1080p screen. It is beautiful. I would turn up the brightness a little bit more, but I normally keep it at about 45%. It's bright enough for me, but I had to dim it down just a little bit so that you'd be able to see it on camera. This thing it's a 1080p Super AMOLED display. And once again, that it works really well with that Snapdragon 625 because it really enhances the battery life. I would say that would have to have enhanced the battery life, but I'll get into the battery life in a moment. What I want to talk about next, let's talk about the sound. The sound is actually pretty decent. It gets loud enough. I believe it can get a little tinny, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on a quick video for you, and we'll see how well it sounds here. So let's go ahead and play this. I'm going to turn up the volume here. And then I'm also going to go ahead and compare that to the mod. I'm going to go ahead and slap on the mod here in just a second, the JBL speaker mod. the difference? That is amazing. That is amazing. And I'm going to go ahead and pause that. And so, the actual speaker is not bad on this thing. The Before you throw on the mod, it's just, as you heard, when you throw on the mod, it's amazing. And let's see. Next thing we'll talk about here is the actual performance. The day-to-day performance on this thing it's a boss. It's a mini boss that you would never expect this thing to really fly. I have no issues. Like you can, as you see, I'm swiping through the screens, no lag. I can swipe through everything. Google Plus, let's go ahead and open up Google Plus, and just no lag. This thing is it handles everything you can throw at it. So that is a boss. And also software wise, I do like the Moto suite of the apps that they have here available. Well, really, they're built-in native apps, and I've always liked these. You've got these Moto gestures, Moto actions, Moto voice, Moto display. Moto actions, you have the approach, which is also referred to as the active display. You got the chop twice for the flashlight. You've got the flip for do not disturb. Swipe up to shrink the screen like that. What else do you have? You've got the twist to turn on the camera, which I pretty much use that all the time. Let's see, what else can I show you? Go ahead and show you the chop twice. That is very useful. And then you've got the feature to turn on the camera. Just twist and you simply turn on the camera, and as you see, it's on. It's pretty quick. Let me do that again for you just to show you how quick it is. Yeah, it's pretty quick. So you've got all of these built-in features. Like, I love that active display. Like, you just wave your hand over it, and then you see the display. It shows you all your notifications. This is just I've always loved the Moto active display from all the way back in Moto X. I'm a huge fan of that. So Motorola's just really put together a solid device. And then lastly, what I want to talk about here is actually, let me talk about the camera too, since I was just on that. The camera on this thing is not the best camera, but it is, it's okay. I can show you a couple pictures. I'm not sure how well this would come through on the camera. Let's see. I just had it pulled up here just a second ago. Let's see. Here's what it is. Here's what I've noticed. Some of the pictures do come out a little dark, as you can see, but you can actually adjust you can manually adjust the exposure, and they will actually come out kind of decent for the most part. I've got a pretty good shot at work. There were some things on my desk, lotion, energy drink, took a picture, and for the most part it came out dark, so I took a picture again, adjusted the exposure, and it came out all right. But that's the only issue. Well, the only issue with the camera, outside of the fact that cropping may be an issue, just because of the fact that this camera it kind of lacks detail. And I can kind of see some grainy pictures here and there. So you may want to be cautious if you're really a camera person, and grainy pictures and things like that really get to you. You're really picky. This may not be the phone for you. But otherwise, the pictures in broad daylight are pretty good, honestly. Let's see, and then lastly, let's talk about this battery. This battery it's the selling point of this phone. Like, this battery life is insane. Let me see what I've got here. 1 day, 7 hours and 39 minutes. So really, 1 day was like more than 24 hours. Like, I typically get like 30 hours plus on this phone. Let's see, here's another day. Well, that's 5 hours, 51 minutes. But I think that was like part of the way through, because most likely I get like 8 hours and 8 hours 27 minutes. You can see here, 8 hours 27 minutes, and that's like over, you know, most times when I charge the phone, it lasts throughout the whole day, and I don't charge the phone typically until the following day. So for the most part, this battery is just phenomenal. Like, battery life is just, I kind of has me questioning, why can't we have more manufacturers doing this? And the 2K displays are fine, but I don't know, is it necessary? But you know, when you see a trade-off for battery life like this is just, it's ridiculous. So ultimately, I just wanted to put together a quick video just with some of my thoughts on the Moto Z Play, and also let me show you this battery mod itself too. Whenever you do run out of battery, you just slap on this mod and you're good to go. Because as you look at it here, you see the plus sign next to the battery. What that means is that the battery mod is kicking in. You'll actually see two different charges. You have battery mod is at 100%. Let's see if it focuses. Yeah, battery mod is at 100%, and the phone battery is currently at 42%. So all in all, this is a very complete package. Even just without the mods or anything like that, this phone is a winner. So if you guys are contemplating getting the Pixel or some other phones that are cheaper, this phone definitely is a winner, and it should be on your list. All right, so I'm out, guys. Peace.